Hi, folks. This is Mark by Mark A. Foster, Ph.D., for the Institute for Dialectical Meta-Realism. I am wearing my spectacles so I can read you a very brief portion of an article. Why a brief portion? Because it is from Fox News Channel, their website. I don't like Fox News Channel very much, and I hope that you are in that camp as well. But I figured I should share something from them. In terms of the student protests, I do not recall having mentioned the perspective that Fox News Channel is taking on it, including using the word Democrat as an adjective, a byword in Republican circles. But you will see that in just a moment, followed by a commentary by former Bush White House press secretary Ari Fleischer. So let me go ahead and read you this portion of the article. Joe Biden has looked the other way as Democrat foot soldiers hijack universities across America. He's more concerned about winning votes in Dearborn, Michigan, than condemning the 20-year-olds cheering for Intifada. Former White House press secretary and Fox News contributor Ari Fleischer told Fox News Digital that Biden will be well served by reading his old tweets and taking action. There are anti-Semitic uprisings on campuses across the country. Where? Where? Show me those anti-Semitic uprisings. I want to see them. I don't like anti-Semitic uprisings as somebody from a Jewish background. So please, please show me the anti-Semitic uprisings. Oh, yeah, there aren't any. Fox News is simply conflating Zionism with Jewishness or Yiddishkeit. Well, I'm being sarcastic, but in any event, let me start again with that paragraph. There are anti-Semitic uprisings on campuses across the country, and all Biden can do is sit there and hope they will go away, Fleischer said. He's shown no leadership, despite this being far worse than the two-day Unite the Right protest in Charlottesville. That's all I will read of it. I will, however, place a link to the article in the discussion section below this video for those of you with more stamina, more energy, more courage to read it than I have. That is about all I could stomach. But in any event, well, one major correction. The Unite the Right rally was a rally that promoted bigotry. The current demonstrations on campuses across the country are trying to stop bigotry. Right there. Do you see the difference, Ari Fleischer? Of course he doesn't. Of course he doesn't. Well, maybe he does in the sense that he likes the Unite the Right rally and he dislikes the demonstrations supporting the Palestinians, supporting the indigenous people of Palestine. I wonder, Ari Fleischer, would you protest if Native Americans were out in the streets demanding more land or demanding more resources or demanding more money? Well, maybe he would. That would not surprise me either. In any event, I'm getting myself all riled up, and there's really no reason for it. I chose of my own free will to read this article on the Fox News Channel website, and so I only have myself to blame, nobody else. I really can't blame Ari Fleischer. however much I dislike him, he is not the source of my problem. The source of my problem is my own academic curiosity. And that academic curiosity has once again gotten the better out of me. And as I read through what Fox News Digital is saying, including the statements by Ari Fleischer, I cannot really bear to go on. I can't bear to go on. I mean, how can I read more than what I just read? And in fact, there really is no point in reading more because the rest of the article is simply an expansion on what I have read already. So, in any event, obviously, Fox News does not like these protests. Obviously, Fox News is taking the Zionist side. But for that matter, MSNBC and CNN are also taking the Zionist side, but not as much as Fox. Fox takes the cake as usual in going completely overboard in supporting Zionism. It is a horrendous thing, a horrendous time in which we are living, where people who are literally slaughtering innocent civilians, slaughtering indigenous people in Gaza, colonialists slaughtering innocent people in Gaza, where that is not the story. Instead, the story is some kind of alleged anti-Semitism. And how does that relate to the fact that so many of the groups that have been organizing these protests are Jewish groups? Jewish groups. My own, the Bund, is not a part of it. Maybe we will in the future. I know that we have a member who is at a Palestinian rally right now, pro-Palestinian rally right now, but he is not doing that officially on behalf of the Bund. Eventually, we need to come to terms with who we are as a people. And by as a people, I mean two things. I mean as Americans, because that's what I am, and as global citizens, because that's what I am as well. And we have not yet done that, especially the global citizens. We are still wrapped up in our own little worlds, supporting the bigots we like and opposing the bigots we don't like. And so, once again, protests against Zionism become interpreted as protests against Jews when they could be nothing of the sort. Nothing of the sort at all. There is no similarity between the two, considering that, again, since the beginning of Zionism, since Zionism was first proposed by Theodor Herzl, it has always been a controversial subject among Jews. Always, always. Plus, Theodor Herzl, an atheist, I wish Fox News would acknowledge that, but of course they will never do that. Theodor Herzl, an atheist, also never specified where the Zionist entity would be. He never said it would be in Palestine. In fact, he never said it would be anywhere. He simply proposed it. As far as I am concerned, although I don't like the concept of Zionism, the concept I think is really flawed, and I dislike it immensely. Still, creating a country of whatever sort for Jews, especially following the Holocaust of the 20th century, makes some sense. Why not? I think that the UN should have done that. But as I've said before, in Germany, in Germany, not in Palestine. And since that time, Zionists have spread the lie that Palestinians were in cahoots with Hitler and the SS, and Palestinians supposedly supported the Jewish Holocaust. Not true. Blatant lie. A blatant lie. And yet, it is a lie which has been allowed to fester for so long that it is difficult to distinguish it from the truth. There is a truth. There is a truth. There are things that are true, and there are things that are false. I am not a moral relativist, as you all know, I imagine. I am a moral realist. I believe in telling the truth, in being honest, in being straightforward, in being upright. And that is the exact opposite of what this article on the Fox News Channel website does. It is being dishonest. It is lying. Well, lying to me. I suppose if they believe it, it's not technically a lie, it's just misinformation. But, to be honest, I really don't think that they believe it. I think it is simple opportunism, right-wing opportunism, which is how Fox News Channel has generally functioned since it was started. That is Fox News Channel. Fox News Channel was started as an antidote to CNN back when CNN was quite different from the way it is right now. Now, CNN was never leftist. It was never communist or socialist, but it was somewhat more to the left than it is now. So Fox News decided, well, let's start a news channel for old farts, for right-wingers. By saying old farts, I include myself because I am an old fart. I am. And proudly so, because I've lived through all that stuff. But I am an old fart who does not believe in Fox News Channel, who does not buy into the misinformation that is being distributed, that is being spread by them, that is being disseminated by them. I don't buy into it. I am not in your audience, Fox News Channel, as if you cared. As if you cared. I'm sure you don't care. But maybe you will care. Maybe you will care if the present situation gets so out of hand that it leads to a regional war, a true regional war, where Israel is fighting Hamas, Israel is fighting Iran, Israel is fighting Hezbollah, and Israel is fighting on multiple other fronts, perhaps dragging the US into that war. Then will you care, Fox News Channel? I don't know. Somehow I doubt it, but I think there is some possibility there. But Ari Fleischer sums it up better than I could, much better than I could, by equating anti-Zionism with anti-Semitism. I just find that to be so disgusting, so humiliating, that I literally don't know how to respond to it. Considering that Judaism was started by Moses. Moses, according to the Old Testament, the Tanakh, believed in God, believed in one God. Theodor Herzl was an atheist. Moses supposedly, allegedly, started Judaism. Herzl allegedly, supposedly, started Zionism. Do you see the disconnect? You should. If you don't, something is wrong up here. So you should see the disconnect. What is that disconnect? That disconnect is between Judaism or even Yiddishkeit or Jewishness and Zionism. That is the disconnect. In other words, to be Jewish, to practice Yiddishkeit or Jewishness, does not entail a commitment to Zionism, which really is racism, genuine racism. It is not acknowledged as such by the mainstream media, which appears to me to be clearly in Israel's pocket and has been that for a really long time. And so I don't have any solutions to this. I suppose I am simply gabbing to make myself feel better. I mean, it is somewhat cathartic to attack Fox News Channel or any of those other right-wing TV channels that have sprung up in the last couple of years. It feels good. It does. I would recommend it. If you are ever feeling bad, begin attacking Fox News Channel, and I'm pretty sure you will begin feeling well. I can't guarantee it. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a psychiatrist or a clinical psychologist or anything of the sort. So I can't guarantee that as a prescription, but I can say anecdotally that it has worked for me. Attacking Fox leads to my feeling better. Attacking Ari Fleischer in his equation of anti-Semitism with anti-Zionism does make me feel better. But what would make me feel even better than that is if Fox News Channel and all of its competitors on the right, if Ari Fleischer and all of his fellow far right-wing pundits would simply go away, find another job if you need one financially, which I doubt it, find another job, get off of television, get out of the newspapers, get out of the media, do something productive, like tending a garden. That sounds nice, doesn't it? Plant a garden and watch the flowers grow. Sounds good. Why not? For a change of pace, become a gardener. Well, my sarcasm is getting out of control, and I don't really know how to end this. because I feel like ranting and raving continuously without cessation for the next day, the next 2 days, the next 3 days, the next 4 days. See, on and on and on. That's all that occurs to me in my head, especially when I read media sources like Fox so-called news channel. But I can't change them. I know that. I have no power over their thoughts. I can only change myself. I can make myself a better person, a person committed to anti-Zionism, a person committed to Maoism, third worldism. That's what I can do. And that's what I shall do. And that's what I have been doing. But for other people, they are on their own. I have no power over them at all. So I wish I did. Maybe, if only for the purpose of eliminating their pro-Zionist rhetoric and conflating Zionism with being Jewish and conflating anti-Semitism with anti-Zionism. I wish I could do that, but again, whatever I may think, I can't. So I am left to wallow in my misery, such as it is. For the time being, this has been Mark by Mark A. Foster, Ph.D., for the Institute for Dialectical Meta-Realism. Have a pleasant day and an even better day tomorrow.